Okay, everybody, welcome back to Let's Paint TV. Hanging out, trying something different here with the YouTube Live. We're apparently on YouTube Live, though our CPU is a little high, so I don't know if we can do both at the same time. And I'm not able to really read everything. I'm not able to read anything, actually. So it's not going to be too helpful for the most part. However, what we'll try to do is, I'll get rid of the my CPU is at a high rate, so I need to get rid of one of the channels. What we'll do is, I believe I will try to, what I'll do is get rid of the YouTube section, since we don't have a lot of people over there anyway, though I see Bongo over there. But we're going to try it over on, I can only do one at a time. So I want to just check this out, see how this works. So why don't I go over and I'm going to get rid of YouTube, guys, just letting you know, so I can concentrate on Facebook. Feel free to call us too, by the way. You can call us here. Just sort of a test, if you will. I'm trying to, basically my whole life is a test. Never really got it all figured out. That's for most part. For the most part, nothing's ever really been figured out. It's an ongoing battle, trying to perfect, which usually is not the best thing to be doing, perfecting anything. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of the, let's just see what's over there on Facebook, just see this is actually working. Looks like there are some things going on over there. Maybe I can leave them both on at the same time. Let's see here. There are a few people in here over on the Facebook Live. Got some friends watching now. This is sort of an interesting prognosis for me. Okay, I'm live, yes. And we got 10 people. That's way more. We're getting way more people. Anyway, feel free to call us here. I guess I can do both. I'm going to just do both. We'll just do both. This is a new move. I'm able to hook up my Wirecast to Facebook so we can have fun multiple cameras and stuff like that. Hey, let's take our first call of the day. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV.
Hey, John, it's Matt in South Carolina.
What's up, Matt? What's going on?
I called to say I like your artwork, and I'd like to challenge you to do some nighttime painting.
Nighttime painting.
I'd like to see something. Yeah, something along the lights, city from a distance. I think you'd be good at it.
Well, I'll have to take up that challenge. I like that challenge. It's a challenge that I always like when I do challenge myself to do that.
It's a challenge.
It is. It's fun.
Keep up the good work, John.
All right, thanks for calling. South Carolina. Coming in. If you want to call the number, you can, 818-528-4516. Just sort of hanging out. Just got back from a big sort of painting expedition going up to the Bay Area and painted to my heart's content. My heart's content. Speaking of fun words and play on words, my book, my encyclopedia of painted encyclopedia of idioms, puns and whatnot, is ready to ship. I got them and I'm going to ship them. So if you ordered a book through our Kickstarter, then I will be sending it out to you. And at any given minute, any given time. So great for that. Now I don't know where the chat, if there is a chat in the YouTube Live other than just chatting in there. you can just leave a message in our YouTube Facebook Live. At the moment, I am running both ships, if you will, and these ships do not meet in the night. So, but what I am going to go over there and check over on Facebook. I did not get rid of Facebook. I guess I'm running both operations. So if you want to go, you have the best of both worlds. I know some of you do not like Facebook, and some of you do not like YouTube. So you can. It's kind of like you could do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You want me to make some blended drinks? Well, that's you're lucky, because that is what is in store for us here today. No, actually not. I don't have anything. I do not come here with anything more than myself for the most part. It's pretty pathetic. It's not what you expect, for sure. Not what you are planning to see from Mr. Let's Paint, but I am here nevertheless. So give me some points for that, for showing up. All right, well, we're back. Feel free to call us, 818-528-4516. As I said, we were gone for a week, and now we're trying a new thing with the Facebook. Thanks to Dion Sanders, Dion Foster, for asking about if there's a way to get on Facebook Live with a mixer. And sure enough, lo and behold, one is able to. And I'm using if you want to know how I'm doing it, I'm using the Wirecast. Big fan of Wirecast. Shout out to Wirecast. It's not cheap, but it's well worth. It's worth every penny. But they keep wanting to get you to give them more money for their latest updates, and I'm not going to do that yet. I'm happy for the most part, though. Maybe they keep saying, "Oh, the CPU is going to go down," which is really a problem for me. All right, let's take another call here. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, John?
It's doing good. I'm going good. How about you?
I'm great. I'm calling from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Winnipeg.
All the way up north in Canada.
Canada, eh? What's going on?
Canada, eh?
What is going on?
Oh, not too much. I'm just watching your show here. I'm a huge fan, long-time watcher. I've loved it.
Oh, well, fantastic. It sounds like I've talked to you before, but apparently you have never called.
No, I've never called. This is my first time. I'm a huge fan. You know how I found out about you?
No.
Eric Andre.
Okay, well then you're not. You haven't been watching me that long, because that's kind of a new that's a new thing.
I know. And then I found out what you've been doing, and it's amazing. I love it.
Sweet. So what do you do? What's up with you, my friend?
Well, right now we've got a long weekend here, so we've got the Monday off. But if you look outside, it's just pouring cats and dogs, so we're all kind of stuck inside.
Oh, yeah. That's that kind of. Well, you get to watch me live. Are you watching Facebook Live, or are you watching YouTube Live?
Facebook Live.
There you go. See, thank you, Dion Foster, for hitting me up on the idea, because we are simulcasting on both YouTube and Facebook. And
Awesome.
Is my cut? Am I feeding wrong? Is it like all awkward or something? Like chop 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 chop?
No, it's actually pretty good. It's clear.
Okay, well, good. I like it. I'm feeling the love. It Facebook has systematically over the years made it harder and harder to kind of cross-pollinate stuff onto their.
Okay.
So like YouTube videos never really get seen very much. They don't get much play. So the way to go is just go all in Facebook. Just do everything through there, and then they get to own everything.
Then they own everything.
Then they own it all.
I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. I'll have to find it.
Oh yeah. Let's Paint TV. That's my YouTube channel.
Awesome. I'll have to get into it and start looking at some of it. Man, your painting is just, I love it. Every one of them. I love it.
You every damn painting. Are you an artist yourself then?
Of some sorts. I like to draw and doodle here and there.
Yeah. And you're up there in, you said Winnipeg?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's
Oh.
well, well, the winter just seems just horrendous, the winter.
Oh, you get used to it if you're from here. It's nothing.
I guess so, yeah.
You know what? It's worse when it's hot here. When it gets hot here, it's just disgusting. The dry, humid heat.
Yeah. There's a great movie, or at least I thought it was great, but maybe you don't think much about it. But there was a movie about Winnipeg by what's his Guy Ritchie or somebody, some famous Winnipegian. Not Guy Ritchie, but somebody else. Anyway,
yeah, and
it's pretty good. I thought it was funny. You know, it was clever. You guys probably hated that movie. I forget. I saw it on an air.
You know what? Everyone in Winnipeg doesn't really care much about the movie.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But for people who've never been to Winnipeg,
it honestly doesn't portray Winnipeg for what it really is.
But I got the strange feeling that Winnipeg has per capita more artists.
You know what? We have a lot of art down up here. Like, there's a lot of people that are into artwork and different styles of art, whether it's music and
and then they also
it's pretty amazing.
And then they also leave town too quite a bit. I have a friend here in LA that's from there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We have a good mixed cultural city here, so we have a lot of different kinds of art from all over the place. And then, like I said, there's different kinds of music, and we kind of embraced it. Like right now, we've got Folklorama, and it does the 24 or 30 different cultures over 2 weeks. You go in, you see like dancing, food, drinking. You just get a taste of everyone, but you get to see different arts from different cultures. And Winnipeg's really like that. There's a lot of art, a lot of cultural stuff going around. You'd love it.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Well,
I'm going to have to let you go now.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
It's good to call and hear your voice. I'm a huge fan, and I'll stay one forever.
All right. Well, that's great. I appreciate that.
Okay, you take care and have a good day, John.
You too.
Okay, bye.
All right. There goes Mr. Winnipeg. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers, I believe, is there. We get by the way, if you're hankering, if you're jonesing for some American football, none of this European soccer crap, which is not bad, by the way, but if you're a true like American football kind of guy, and you're jonesing for some football, American Canadian style, well, actually, by the way, it would be the Canadian Football League is rip roaring. It's going live, and it's actually they air some of the games here in the United States, so that if you by chance can't wait another month before exhibition games come by, then you can get your taste of some Canadian football. All right, I think I saw the Ottawa yesterday. I was watching a little bit of the Alouettes. No, Toronto Argonauts and the Ottawa Red Blacks. They changed their name. I think years ago they were the Ottawa Blue Bombers, or I get them all mixed up. But that's a new franchise, or they lost their franchise or something. I'm a full-on expert on CFL football. No, actually I'm not. But I do believe that's a new name or a new team or something. They changed their name. You're watching Let's Paint TV. We're just sort of hanging out here, getting back into the swing of things as usual with life. That tends to be the case. Guy Madden, my Winnipeg, says Clark Howard. Clark Howard, the the cheap the cheap guy. He's the cheap guy. I learned something really big, important from Clark Howard, and that was, though it's probably not really the best ideas. He doesn't always have the best ideas, but he was advocating you buy the 5-year-old electronic equipment, which is kind of questionable, actually. I think he has some bad ideas, frankly, but for the most part, he's well intended. He's well intended, well-meaning. Anyway, we are happy to have both sides operating here. I'm kind of just switching back and forth. I'm not really able to read the chat. I'm just not going to read the chat over on YouTube, Facebook Live, and just leave it that way. I don't have to know really what's going on over there. You can just watch and hang out. Okay, so let's just do it that way. So we can do both, and then you can see my show. But if you want to come into the chat room, come over to our YouTube page. That way, I don't have to like keep my hand on the button and always kind of move around so much. I can get on with the business of the day. And what is the business of the day? Well, the business of the day is make more art, I guess. Make more art, I guess. Actually, I have an idea and I want to do it, so let's just do it. I was hearing someone talk about it going on with that expression thing that or sayings, idioms and puns. Someone was saying, and you hear it all the time. They're always saying something that's always, it's part of our vernacular. It's part of our speech patterns to have little fun sayings. So this person said, that argument didn't hold any water. That argument didn't hold any water. So with that in mind, I am gonna make this argument hold water. This argument is gonna hold water. So I just gotta paint that. So that's my job here today. We're gonna do that. Let me set up the camera here for you to see. Zoom in. Let's zoom. We're gonna zoom. We're gonna zoom. Gonna zoom. We're gonna zoom. Come on, have a great time. We're gonna zoom. Okay, I don't know if that's the right camera shot or if that's gonna work. Feel free to call us here, guys. 818-528-4516. We are live on a Monday. I didn't ask what was going on so that you guys have a extra day off up in Canada. Is it Canada Day or something? Okay. All right. Let's set some stuff, set the table. Let's set the table here. I got a little water here. Coming to you live, Facebook and YouTube. No hands, people, no hands. We're doing it, no hands. All automatic, all automatic. Okay, so what I need to do then is, let's get the water over here. Whoops. And what I need to do is basically, I'm gonna paint the label is what we gotta do. So let me get my gloves on. (818-528-4516) is the number. It's Let's Paint TV. We're usually here Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and then Friday night Let's Paint live. We usually go crazy. Usually do some exercising for the most part. Though I need to get. I was sitting in the car for about 6-hour drive, and I noticed my belly kind of being more of a belly, more noticeable, the belly. And I'm thinking, I need to exercise some more. I need to get back onto that 10,000 step rule, which is easy to keep track now with these iPhones and stuff. They automatically make you feel guilty if you look that up. You can notice how many steps you've gone, and it's easy to basically realize you ain't fulfilling your obligation of the 10,000 steps designated by the Olympic Committee in Tokyo in 1960 or something like that. Okay, let's get some white paint going on. I need to get some white paint and other stuff going on. We're a little short on paint right now, but we don't need much. You don't need much, guys, to get going. Life, we can make a lot of stuff with a limited expectations. You know, life is so short. Life is so short. Let's not limit our horizons, people. Let's keep going and keep trying. Keep trying. Okay, let's see if you know, I need some paper towels. That's probably what I need to do. But in lieu of Lou from Mary Tyler Moore show, no, in lieu of no paper towels, we're just gonna maybe well, I probably should get a couple paper towels. Let me go pick up some paper towels. I really could probably use some. All right. We'll be right back. You're watching Let's Paint TV live simulcast on both Facebook and YouTube Live. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Back again, Let's Paint TV on a Monday. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516. Basically doing whatever we want to do. No one ain't telling us what to do, so we don't have to worry about doing anything but hanging out and figure out what we might need to do to make us feel happy. Happy. Though that is not the ultimate goal, to be happy, but it's not a bad goal to seek out happiness. Maybe more so, more than happiness. Maybe more. Maybe you want to seek out just contentment, contentment. No, content. That's a tricky. Those two words are kind of tricky because they are so similar. In terms of the, particularly if you're going to pronounce them incorrectly, then someone's clearly going to misread what you are saying. Okay, so there's just a little bit of white in here that I might be able to make use. So let's see if I can just do that. Let's just do that, and then we'll just get rid of this white altogether. So we're going to make a little label here. Let's see if I can get some paint out of this. This, by the way, is your best deal in white oil paint, titanium white. This is a gallon. Where do you find a gallon of titanium white? Only one place, as far as I know. Hey, let's take that call. Your calls are important to us here on Let's Paint TV. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hi.
Hello. I love all your paintings. You do a great job.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Well, do you paint yourself?
I do paint. I use my own special paint, and I make it myself.
Wow.
I take a lot of time to make the paint myself, and it's a very sensual experience. And it makes me feel very good.
Well, that's the most.
It makes you feel good as well.
Yeah, it does. Usually, I usually feel pretty content. But sometimes I have contempt.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Yeah, keep on doing it, buddy. Keep on doing it.
You as well. I'd like to see somebody drink.
Yeah, that. Well, we're working on it. We're just still. We've done there. Been that. You know, we
speed it up. Try and
I know.
get more energy.
Oh man, I know. no energy.
Yeah,
I got that. I
That's
got a lot of
about-
that. I got a lot of that. That's why I get passed up. A lot of opportunities out there in the world, and they see me like just shuffling my feet and just doing nothing, and they're like, no, we can't, no, this ain't gonna work. Let's move on. We thought about Mr. Let's Paint. Maybe that would be interesting, like what he used to do a long time ago. That was pretty cool stuff. And now we see him now, and he's just sipping coffee and talking and doing nothing.
Yes, you need more guests on the show. That'll amp up the energy.
Yeah, well, we're working on it, I guess. I'm open to it. I'm not saying I'm working on it, because I obviously not.
Just get somebody to ask as many people as possible to come on the show, and you'll eventually get somebody.
Yeah.
Some
Well, we'll work.
big celebrity or something.
Yeah, we'll get that going. Maybe I'm open to it. Thanks for the call.
Or Eric Andre again. Eric Andre was the best.
I'll get Eric Andre again. Let's see if we can get him in there.
Yeehaw.
All right. You're watching Let's Paint TV. We're just chilling out, hanging out. It's hanging out with Mr. Let's Paint. Don't expect any song and dance from me because you're not going to get one. But that's all right. That's okay. So we're doing a little painting here, making my own label, basically. I don't know. My camera shots, you're not seeing everything as well as maybe you should. But nevertheless, maybe once I get to the smaller size brush, I'm putting the label on right now. Let's go all the way down, because I'm probably going to need all that space here. By the way, if you have questions on painting, exercise, blended drinks, healthy food, healthy eating, please feel free to call the number 818-528-4516, or come into the chat room on our YouTube page. We're simulcast both on Facebook and YouTube live. Or just give us a call, 818-528-4516. I'm happy to be here again today. However, it looks like tomorrow I might not. So a lot of stop and go here in terms of our output. But that has a lot to do with the fact that there is we're not getting paid to do this, I guess, is probably what it gets down to it. Though your contributions do help. Your buying of my paintings and donating. You can find all that information at my website, letspainttv.com. I also will have that link for the Patreon link, which is at the end of the show. And that's, but I'll just give it to you right now. It's patreon.com/letspainttv. Don't ask me to spell Patreon, because I couldn't really tell you right off the bat. All right, let's take this call here. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hi.
Hey, this is Matt from South Carolina again.
What's up, Matt? We only have one call a day. You know that. One call a day, Matt.
Oh, I hate to disappoint you, John.
I'll let this go, though. I'll let this go.
Oh, that's so nice of you. I had a mixed drink question.
Yes.
And I can take my answer off the air.
All right.
Do you know the mixed drink that you can make with mezcal?
What is mezcal? I don't really know.
It's in the tequila family, I guess, but it's a bit stronger. It's one with worm in it.
Yeah. Well, sure.
I mix that with sweet tea sometimes.
Sweet
pretty
peas?
Good, but wondered if you had a good recipe.
I'd have to, go into the kitchen and experiment with it. Frankly, I'm not that well versed on that, but it would probably be something in the lines of other similar tequila-based drinks. I'm sure would probably fall suit, with that particular ingredient, you know.
Mezcal's pretty tangy.
Is it tangy?
Might be hard.
Okay,
Pretty
so,
tangy.
well, if you go tangy, then you might want to introduce some sweetness. So then you get a little sweet and sour, kind of like sweet and sour pork and, you know,
French fries
or
with barbecue.
Reese's peanut butter cups. There's that little sweet, the saltiness of the peanut butter, and then the chocolate, the sweetness of the chocolate. So if you want to do that, that might be kind of what you might want to consider, is add a little sweetness, get a little sweet tooth going.
Well, you got yourself another challenge.
Yeah, another thing to do. Yes, I'll put that in our work that in the laboratories and come back to you on that. Let me get back to you on that.
Good times. All right. Cheers, John.
All right, take care, buddy. Okay, so I got a nice label here on my bottled water. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if my camera shot is good or bad. 818-528-4516. Happy to have you guys here. So now, let's put our bottled water here, and now I'm going to have to get a little more precise with the spelling and all, and this is going to be the nitpicky, kind of tedious part of the equation, but nevertheless, it will be challenging and somewhat fun, but also frustrating. We're going to be a little frustrated here. I just know that. Rest assured that is the case, or will be the case, when it comes to doing detailed work. That tends to be always a problem. I might want to just sit down and actually be in a better position to get to this. So let's put my chair there, though I'm afraid to put the chair there, aren't I? Because if I do that chair, I will probably more than likely tip over, because that's what happens when you sit in a chair. The chances of you tipping over are gone up, you know, in terms of whereas if you never sat down on a chair, your chances are not are slim to none of you falling over on the chair. In fact, there's zero. Your chances are zero. Isn't that interesting? So you know, I'm a little concerned about that. So I'm probably going to try to maybe just stand. And plus, it's better to stand. I just need to raise my easel. That's what I got to do. That's the problem. I got to raise the damn. Jeez. Okay, it only goes this high. Okay, so I can't raise the easel any higher. But maybe, just maybe, I can raise the bottle. If I put it on top of something, I can at least go a little bit higher on this. Okay, that's gonna help. Okay, I don't know how your camera is. How we doing? How am I doing? How you doing? 818-528-4516 is the number. We're simulcasting Facebook, YouTube, both. If you see me on YouTube, you're seeing me on Facebook. And you can see me on both portals. But the chat is only over on Facebook at the moment. So if you're saying something over on Facebook, I'm not reading it. Okay. So this guy is. We're just going to use the leftover paint here. And there's, you know, with the oil paint, it's kind of nice. One of the best things about oil paint is that it can last quite a while. This paint's been sitting here for well over a week, and it still has some abilities to be used. It has not fully been, you know, fully dried. Oh, I need to go higher and higher. How am I going to do this? Okay, let's go on this can. What if I bring? What happened to, this can? Let's put it on this can. Let's see if we can raise it onto this can. Let's see if that's, how about like, there you go, if that's gonna tip over. But maybe not, if I clamp it. Let's see, do we have a clamp? We do. Let's clamp it. Beverly Hillbillies, Clamp It. There you go. Now, look at that. Now we're talking. All right, so now I have a better hand. I'm closer to where I need to get to. Yeah. Oh, I got to stretch too. By the way, I have not been stretching all week. I've been painting and not stretching, totally against the laws of physics, the properties of what is to be done, what we need to do to live another day, to feel better about ourselves. And that is to stretch, my friends. I tell you, one and all, stretch. Try to stretch, even just a little stretch. And you know, the worst time to stretch though is when you hadn't stretched and then you hurt yourself and you go, oh man, I need to stretch. That is probably, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert, but I'm just guessing, probably not the right time to be stretching. You need to stretch when you're feeling good, because when you're feeling bad, you need to sit on that couch and watch reruns all day. Family Guy reruns is probably your best bet, and Seinfeld all day long. All right, 818-528-4516. Let's go ahead and put this label on here. So the label, let me just write it down. So sometimes I don't want to I want to get an idea of what I'm actually, kind of work this out maybe. I don't always have to do this or like to do this, but maybe this might not be a bad idea. So, argument. Let's just see if we can spell the word argument. I think I spelled that correct. Argument. It's got to be right. Okay, so I want to say this argument holds water. Okay, that's what I want to say, basically. And I think that I can put this all on the label such as that. So we did a little test, a test run through people. Where's the camera? Where are we with the cameras? What, are we stuck on the cameras? What happened to the camera? Are we only getting the one? Oh, here we got to gain another shot. Okay, so that's what we're going to shoot for. And I can just put this off to the side, and now we're good as gold. We're good as gold here. Let's get a little water here. 818-528-4516. It's great to be back, guys. I hadn't talked in a whole week, which is kind of good, but it makes you rearing to go ultimately, and a lot of pent up energy and a lot of excitement ready to dispill onto you, to spilleth over, to runneth over to you guys here. And it's kind of exciting, I got to say, to discover the Facebook Live, and at the same time we're doing YouTube Live. So that's pretty exciting. I think that's where we're going to try to head that route at the pass, and like them those I don't know, what was the Greek city state they took on the at the pass. What was that? 200 men killed 2,000. What was that? Persians? I don't know. Okay. All right. This argument holds water. I got to put an S there. Okay. Here we go. This is not going to take too long. All right. Here we go. So let's put 4 lines. Let's put the argument in here. I'm nervous. Argue. Uh-oh. Womp womp. Okay, I ran out of space. That happens, guys. That happens. Now we could just go with it, or we wipe away. So I'm gonna wipe away. Start all over again. Boom. Take it out. Take it out. So we went too big. We'll just start it again. Boom. Go back to our clean slate. All right. 818-528-4516. It's Let's Paint TV. Glad to have you here. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get this. I did a little stretch. I'm going to do some more stretching. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Let's do it here. Maybe get the fan on me the whole time. I think that might be good. Let's do that. There. Nice. Okay. Okay. All right. So go smaller. Oh, come on, GG. Come on, don't run out of space. Oh, I ran out of space, but I did it. It's okay. It's going to be fine. It's all right. Okay, so we got that. We can maybe fine tune it. Come back in if we can, if we're lucky. Let's get the rest of the words on here. Holds. Holds. Water. Water. Oh, okay, almost there. This. Let's take the call. Let's do it all. Hello, caller.
Is this the painting show?
Yes. Who's this?
This is a watcher of the painting show.
You're the watcher of you are watching the painting show. Yes, that's who you are. Yes.
Oh my God, I see it happening.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes. Turn down your radio. Turn down your radio.
1 second. How many G's did you fit in that Volkswagen?
Yeah, you're speaking too close to the mic. I can't. Something about buttholes and Volkswagen. I don't get it. What? All right. Thanks for the call. All right. So we pretty much did this, but I'm going to fine tune it now. Let me fine tune it here. And put in some white back in to the areas where there was too much, where the line is not, it's not clarified. It's not clarified. We're not, clarification is sometimes important, but not always important. And so we don't need to do too much of it, but we're going to do just a little bit of it, which in more times than not is usually our best, is one's best bet. No, it is not your best bet. It is an option, is really what it is. Okay, I got just a little bit of white here. Don't really have much white anywhere else. So let's see. Oh. Really, it's just that E's kind of problematic, I think. So it's just, I'm going to have to come back now in. And that G's wrong. Everybody else is okay, but the G's got a little wrong. Okay, so now come back in with the darks, clarify it, clarification, just a little bit, not much more do we need to do, but we're going to do just a tad bit of clarification. There we go. Let's get it here. Get the G. G, okay, and then go over here and get the E. Nice. And that's kind of it. Maybe I fixed the other E. Now that I think about it, let's fix the other E. Just a little bit. Clean the brush off, get a little more white. There. So now we'll come back in with the darks. All right, just a little. Now I got a little too heavy-handed there. That's too pronounced. All right. You know, there's a whole art to sign writing and lettering and stuff. Typography, I believe, is what they call it. I spent a summer working at a sign shop, and I cut styrofoam letters out of a hot wire thing. And I think it had a lasting impression. I think it did. All right, 818-528-4516. Just a few more minutes here on the program. We're basically done with this. I guess there's always the fine-tuning factor here. All right, let's take this call here. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Kyle from Sacramento.
What's up?
I have a question about. Would you want to talk about some politics on this show?
Yeah, we don't really get into that. It's there's enough of that. There's a lot of hot air out there, and
yeah. All right, yeah. There's too much of that going on right now.
It's. I'm not gonna see. You know what? With politics, I'm not changing no one's mind, and no one else is. So that's it. I'm not entering that force field.
Yeah, if you're either one way or another. No change.
What do you do anything creative in your life? Any kind of creative stuff? You probably do. You just
I photograph.
yeah. There you go.
I
You take some
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a photographer.
There you go. That's
Yeah, I
it.
just like to do all types of photography of nature or.
Oh, we lost him. We lost him. Yeah. We all have a lot of politics in us, and various force fields of intrigue and interest and developments and persuasion and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff kind of gets filtered in, and honestly, I don't know how anyone ultimately makes any decisions anymore without being somewhat brainwashed by their cultural makeup, family and cultural makeup. And so I'm not going to get into any arguments here. All right, 818-528-4516. Anyway, we try to stay away from that because it's a rabbit hole. And I don't know if you've watched, if people complaining on Facebook, people are you watching on Facebook Live, people complaining on Facebook is just nothing but inundated with people trying to convince their Facebook followers to vote a certain way, and I just don't think anyone's been swayed one way or the other. Frankly, it's a waste of time. No, keep doing it, people. Keep doing it. But that's not where we spend our time. Is not there. We stay away from that as much as we can. It can creep in. It can come in. It comes in, but not today. Today, this argument holds water. That's what's happening today on Let's Paint TV. There's validity. There's validity. Let's take another call here on Hanging Out with Mr. Let's Paint. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hi. What's your name?
Hey, John. This is Brian in Portland.
Brian in Portland. What's going on, Brian?
Hey, I was just wondering why you never have anything going on your green screen.
Yeah, we're lazy. We're lazy.
It'd be so cool. It'd be so cool to be transported somewhere, you know?
Yeah, I'm a one-man band here, and I'm also lazy, and I've done the blue screen in the past, and it just becomes a little. My quality levels are not the best, and so the ability to do blue screen correctly, or at least somewhat better than what it is that I'm able to provide, is not the best. All right, that's it. That's the answer.
All right, and one last question.
Yeah.
Where can I get the t-shirt that you're wearing?
Oh, I have it on my Etsy store. Etsy, if you go to letspainttv.com, I have them listed on my Etsy store. Go to shop link on letspainttv.com.
All right, cool, man. Well,
all
keep
right.
up the great work.
Thank you. Thanks for calling. Thank you. You too, buddy. You keep going. Don't give up.
I won't.
Don't.
I won't.
Don't do it.
Okay. Later.
All right. Thanks for the call, buddy. Yeah. It is easy to give up or feel frustrated, or maybe it's that word, that big D, the big D, depression of some sort, and you're not even sure what the fuck it is, but it's some kind of cloud. Keep going, people. Let's take another call here. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV, guys.
Hey, man, I got a question.
Yes.
What's your favorite color to paint?
I don't have a favorite color. Not.
Why?
Well, I don't want to see, because I'm working with all types of colors. I don't want to disenfranchise any of the other colors. I don't want some of the other colors to be upset. And so I keep a full slate of happiness with my colors, in the harmonic disbelief that possibly they will all unite as one awesome mess.
That is a very positive view. I respect that.
Thank you. Well, honestly, I
do you
don't
mess
have a
with
favorite
LSD?
color. Nah, I mean, I don't get into personal stuff, so I'm not going to answer that.
How about magic mushrooms?
Yeah, don't answer those questions. I'm not answering questions.
How about ketamine?
It's just, this is.
How about Shankum?
Yeah, we're not doing personal. I don't get into my personal life. The fact that I got 10 illegitimate children floating around. I don't talk about that.
Okay. Well, I do have one more question.
All right.
Do you believe in society's lies?
Whatever. Yeah. Sure. Maybe. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a deep question. It's probably something that would take a whole hour to, and not just a couple of minutes here with that in terms of time that we have with you here for you all today. But maybe if we started that question earlier in the show, we could answer that better.
Okay. Can you give a shout out to my friends Stevie Moo and Danny Bluff?
Stevie Moo, Danny Bluff. Shout!
Awesome, thank you for your time.
Thank you. There you go. 8-Bit Acid says low quality green screen gives good vibes and reminds me of your public access shows. All right, 8-Bit Acid, are you guys? I'll tell you what. In honor of all you all out there that want to see some blue screen, I will oblige. It's just a little extra doodad that I need to put forth, and so I will proceed at some point to do this. No, I will. You know what? I just need to do it. Let's work on that now, and then maybe by the time we come back live, we'll probably won't be on tomorrow. It doesn't look like it. I got another engagement that will take me away from being here with you tomorrow, but we'll be back on Wednesday. But I will work on the blue screen effect. Play another one of my shows on the green. Yes. That's always been a problem, or at least an issue, is like, well, what do you put on the blue screen? Now, the other problem, though, possibly, that I think I came into play with that is when you add those extra layers of intrigue, the computer doesn't like it as much, and my CPU goes off the charts, which is also happening because we are simulcasting on both Facebook and YouTube Live as we speak. Yeah, 98, 94. It's out of hand, man. It's out of hand, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm loving it, I guess. If I could, ideally, I'll tell you what I need to do. This is my dream. And this would jack me up like there's no tomorrow. This is what I got to do. Help me out, people. Okay, I need to get a camera, a computer. Yes, right, 8-Bit? 8-Bit is correct. That's what I'm talking about. I got to get a computer that can handle it. But I want to talk to you about what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to handle. I want to be able to handle this. I want to be able to handle live streaming on all available portals all at once, and then have all the chats up on various screens all at once, so I can talk to you all on the various places. Because basically we're getting about 12 people from each place. So if we had 12 people times say 10 various portals, we would have at least 100 people watching the show. All right, something to dream. We can only dream, people. We can only dream. All right, well, thanks again, guys. I'm going to post that my bottled water of an argument that does hold water. I'm going to post that on Instagram. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out here today. We had fun. Glad to be back, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Again, I won't be here tomorrow, or at least it doesn't look like it. Again, I'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody. Also, don't forget, if you want to get your name on the credits, you can do that for as little as $1 a month. Support Let's Paint TV for as little as $1 a month. We will put your name in the credits. Go to patreon.com/Let's Paint TV. We will show you that there in a second. Otherwise, you can find that information at letspainttv.com. There it is. patreon.com /Let's Paint TV. Thanks, guys. Had fun. Bye-bye.